Welcome back. Oh, God. UMG Dallas 40K.
Did your voice
I'm
crack?
Chance, apparently. Yeah, it cracked. It was pretty bad. I'm also
man.
here with the Jacker. Ladies and gentlemen, either way, though, matchup we have right now, Denial versus G4G. Denial hadn't dropped the map all tournament. G4G up 2-0 right now. They beat them by a decent amount in the hard point. It was like 60 points or something like that. Solid win, completely through and through. And then the S&D, they were down like 5 games to 1, won 5 in a row, clutched up in round 11, and took down Denial in Search as well.
I thought there was no chance of that happening at all. We're going to get this map number 3 started. Come back, Uplink. You're in for a treat, to say the least. As this game is loading, we can take a look at the remaining schedule here on the Alpha stage. We're just getting started. This is what we saw so far. Vex versus G4G. G4G won that one. FaZe took down Mutiny 3-0. Now Denial versus G4G is going on at the moment. Then we will have FaZe versus Rise up next on the main stage. After that one, though, really the match of the day for me, Optic Gaming versus Envy.
I was about to say, like, you see that OG Envy pop up, like, that's incredible. And, like, okay, in fairness, in Advanced Warfare, it's pretty much been nothing but Optic Gaming, but this new Envy squad is really interesting. They've had a decent turnout so far in the league.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to, like, completely blow out Optic Gaming, but potentially could give them a run for their money. Oh,
absolutely. There are a ton of teams in the tournament left that can take it home. Game number 3 has started up. We're on board with Slasher from Denial.
Already, right off the bat, jumping on top of that light post. That's not a spot you see that's all too common, but not too difficult to pull off the break. Looks like that's not going to pay off for him right off the bat. Putting shots down on multiple players, not able to get that. But Colchan, though, going to be able to get the 1-point toss off. He did so well in terms of the objective. Again, Envoy did in the hard point, and already starting out well in Uplink.
I'm telling you, man, he just has these clutch moments for his squad. Last game, leading the team in kills, I believe, as well. All the way up into that final round, just a clutch player, a big reason why G4G finds themselves up 2-0 right now against the Wolfpack. But just like that, 4 wind up falling. The push coming from Denial.
It does look like Cells under his uplink drone was able to get the first entry kill. Slasher gonna completely miss, not even get it near the portal right there. The drone is gonna fall just under, but it looks like Envoy is gonna be able to pick that up, and now potentially G4G gonna be able to get the counter cap because of a missed throw.
Very uncharacteristic there from Denial. A big mistake, not able to get on the board, and the gunfight one from Envoy. He is scary on this map. I'll tell you, man, when he gets that bow going, especially on glass side, he's almost unbeatable. But I'll be honest with you, Chance, this should be a 1-point play easily. They connect. 2 lead blockers for Slasher when he had that drone in hand. Textbook score there from the Wolfpack.
If he had missed that throw, though, I say you just take the drone out of his hands. But is able to connect with that. Much simpler throw. A little bit of twitch coming in the first time around. But now, again, tie game right now. Just going to be that ever-consistent fight for glass control. Looks like G4G has 2 bodies there. Huke, though, going to be able to pick up a 2-piece before Envoy finally takes him down. Now Slasher going to be going for that AC toss. Colchan, though, able to get the interception.
Envoy picks it off in mid-air. The drone, though, being tossed towards green. 1 more player to beat. That's going to beat Evasion, who winds up falling. 2 players spawning up for G4G. They got to put some shots down. They're able to stop the drone from going in. Back and forth through the first 2 minutes of this game 3.
You know, it seems like Envoy has been there every time that he's needed to make either an interception, a stop, or even be somewhere just to reset the drone. Also has a point for his team. It seems like he's doing it all, quite frankly. But now, once again, Denial going to be on the attack. You see Huke trying to work through blue. Has a player to beat. Somehow recognizes that. Now just going to go for the over blue toss. It looks like he's not going to be able to connect with that. Of course, Envoy there getting the interception off the bounce.
Not able to pick up the kill on Envoy in the last moment. So Huke gets the 3-piece, but it's too little too late. The drone was reset. Another toss coming in from replays. He's just trying to get that up for yards. He's got no one around to give support at the moment. His last remaining player, Huke, winds up falling. Replays drops as well. Slasher, though, here to grab the drone.
You see Denial was able to kind of pinch that out, flooding 2 from each separate side. So Teb now with the drone. Once again, Envoy every time. Envoy has intercepted 3 things like it's ridiculous.
I'm his fan, man. Whether you call him Envoy or Envoy, I think we're pronouncing it 2 different ways. Let's go with Envoy. O-N-Voy, okay?
Okay, so his name starts with the letter E, so I'm going to call him Envoy. Either way, though, Temp with the drone right now, potentially going to be able to point on unless Envoy once again can get the interception. That's not going to be the case. Temp going to increase Denial's lead right now to 3-1.
Beautiful shots there from Temp. Finally, Denial getting control of blue. Replays picking up the kill on the final remaining G4G member. This should be another easy score from Denial. Let's see if Replays decides to go for the 1 or the 2.
Looks like that drone carrier is going to get picked off, but still, it actually is going to be General that's able to get that play, which is pretty huge. You can see the scores going exactly how it did in both the hardpoint and the S&D. Of course, Denial completely outslaying their opponent, but G4G doing another fantastic job of just hanging on and keeping the game tight.
3-1 lead for Denial. Only one possession separating these two teams. Trying to stay alive are the members of G4G. They just keep getting slayed back to green, but I got to give them props. They're doing a great job of regaining control of blue. A lot of teams struggle to do that up against Denial. It's what makes them one of the best in Uplink in the game. 2 players fall for the Wolfpack. Make it 3. The push coming from G4G. This should be an easy dunk.
Oh, that's going to be huge if they get
tied
that.
Up.
It looks like they are as well. Tying it up at 3-3. G4G, again, every single player on their team is negative. Still staying in it, and of course, the 3 interceptions aren't hurting anything.
This is
and now
another dunk
Envoy,
here.
once again, going to be able to get at least 1 point off. Pass is going to come in.
Wow.
They're getting the dunk off. G4G, like, they're making me a fan.
They are just making sure the objective is their #1 goal. They may not be getting a ton of kills, but the kills that they get are absolutely crucial. I'm sure Teef is smiling right now, seeing, hey, stats aren't everything. This is an absolutely perfect example. Replays with this drone. Has about 15 seconds to score. He gets beat down by who? Envoy yet again, tossing it out of the map. 8 seconds remaining. One last chance to go for a shot. Slasher grabs a drone, rotating through bottom middle. He's got 1 player to beat. Stuns him out. He gets taken down. And at the half, on the less favorable side, G4G has the lead.
It's just ridiculous fashion. Again, they're getting completely outslayed. It's not even close in terms of slaying. G4G hanging on again. Envoy, however you want to say it. 3 interceptions to his name already. Seems like he's involved in every single defensive stop, as well as he has some caps to his name. G4G, they can play some comeback uplink.
Chance for about 2.5 minutes. Denial was completely pushed into blue, trying to score. Interceptions, just big kills inside of blue were happening for G4G. They finally got some map control and scored 2 back-to-back dunks in 15 seconds to have the lead they have right now. They are 4 minutes and 46 seconds away from 3-0ing Denial Esports.
They also had 3 down right there, so they're getting some drone control. And of course, the AC toss going to come in very quickly. Once again, that is going to be Cells that gets on the board. He did a fantastic job of outslaying on hardpoint. He was the only player that's positive. Now, though, switching over to the objective, another 1-point toss is going to come in. That one ends up going to fall a little bit short. Slasher, though, not going to be able to get that reset.
And he got
it! Envoy every time is going to be there, giving his team the 8-3 lead.
Chance, did I not say prior to this series starting that Envoy was going to be the reason why G4G has a chance? Every single time they need him to clutch up, he's been doing it so far. A 1-point play coming in from Temp. Denial, though, still finds themselves down 2 possessions.
You know, for the number of shots that, like, Denial has taken, like, half of them get intercepted and then they have a missed shot. Replays, though, going to be trying to get some more points on the board. That's going to be a dunk without a doubt. Going to be able to boost that one in. So Denial making it close, of course. You never want to camp them out. Incredible teamwork right here.
This is another score. This is a 100% another score. And it's because they have full yellow control. Great play call, though, from the players of G4G, rotating through blue, pushing through green instead of rotating back. They now have a chance to contest for this drone. But just like that, their whole team is dead yet again. Yeah. Oh, no, 1 big kill actually came out of, I believe that was Envoy, yet again holding down that area of the map.
And that play call from G4G worked out greatly. Now going for another 1-point toss. Immediately Envoy right back on the board to retake the lead. Going absolutely huge once again. Again, Denial started to heat up. They gave up the points for free. Made sure to rotate back around just to remain neutral to go back to fighting. And it obviously paid off still with a 1-point lead.
I'll tell you right now, here is what's scary if you're a G4G fan. Slasher's battle shot is beginning to heat up, to say the least. Finding himself on a 5 streak. He gets cut down. The drone being moved through middle map. He falls as well. Back and forth, both teams struggling to regain control of the objective. The toss coming in, he gets taken out just prior to throwing it in.
Yeah, the drone right now going to be back in control of Denial. You see they're going to have to get some points on the board. They do have plenty of time to work with, but still, G4G is fantastic at hitting those 1-point tosses. You're seeing Denial, though, going to be able to power through those dunks. Potentially going to be able to pull off the same thing here. Kills getting traded, though. Q going to be the last one alive on his team. Going for that 1-point toss, is able to connect, tying it up at 9-9.
The game is tied up, but Denial is positive 19 in the slaying department. G4G doing all they can to hang on to this lead. It's now a tied game. The push coming from G4G. Can they get back into the lead?
You see Cells right now wrapping blue once again. 2 kills going to go in his favor, going to clear out the base, but you see those blue arrows spawning over in green, getting there very quickly, so Cells in a very difficult position. Looks like he's going to be wrapping it around the blue area, going for that 1-point toss, jumping up, going to connect with that. He's not going to miss. Cells, 6 caps to his name.
They still have 2 players pushed into blue. Temp with a massive kill, though, onto Evasion. That was the player who was going to grab the drone and go for the toss. Slasher now beginning to heat up. He's bottom dirt with his bow, putting down shots on every player he can take down. Finds another kill. He's just on point at the moment. Look at him.
G4G now to the point where they're going for those 15-second resets. Slasher again heating up. He was negative at one point, went on like 2 separate 5 streak. He's on a 4 streak right now, connecting with everything. But again, G4G has the lead. They just need to waste time and keep control over that drone. It looks like it's going to be simple. Once again, that has it. Potentially can get 2 right here. Just going to outrun the team. They're going to connect with that without a doubt. 2 points in.
And that's a perfect example, making the smart play call to rotate through green instead of going back to their base. They're able to pick up a couple kills and then sneak that drone in. 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining. They're going to replay it for the full 15 seconds. G4G is just 1 minute away from 3-0ing Denial Esports.
Still, though, you can see Denial sending 1 player on the flank. That's going to be replay. He's going to be able to pick up that kill. Has nearly complete glass control right now, but again, the drone not quite spawned in. Here it's on his way. Replay is going to have a few gunfights he's going to need to win. Able to get that first one. Going to be able to clear it out, but then, of course, Envoy right now going to be wrapped straight around. Replay is too far away. Envoy missing that first one. That might be costly.
That is absolutely big right now. There's still 1 more player here from Denial who can contest this drone. It has not been reset. Slasher winds up falling to the hands of G4G. 2 more players beginning to push in. Hook falls. Temp, the last player remaining. Can he grab the drone for his squad? He gets taken out. Evasion doing all he can to cover the objective. 22 seconds left. They're grabbing the drone. They're running it towards glass. They're able to toss it inside for the reset. I don't see how Denial can make it happen. They have 4 dead. They somehow need to score in 2 seconds. I don't think it's possible, Chance.
No, I don't think it's possible. You see Temp set up for the throw, but the player's on G4G, able to wrap back and get that kill. G4G gonna be able to take down Denial 3-0. Oh my God.
I could have never predicted this. G4G clutching up in every scenario. Gotta give props to Envoy, making it look easy. 33-30, their performance out of Evasion. Every single player of Denial positive, but when it came to the objective, G4G just couldn't be stopped.
I would really love to see, like, if that's ever happened before in Call of Duty ever, that all 3 maps, like, you know, Denial completely outslayed them and lost all 3 maps. That's completely ridiculous. Also, definitely a huge shout out to Evasion. Went on like a 5 streak towards the end, keeping that glass control despite Envoy, who ended up missing that reset. But still, that's incredible. That's going to just completely mix things up in this pool. G4G, they came to play.
Yeah, positive 24 performance there from Denial. But as we all say, stats aren't everything. Beautiful job from G4G. You can see Hook right there. First loss of the event so far. G4G surprising a lot of people, to say the least, coming in as the open bracket team, taking down the highest seed in their pool. That's going to do it for Chance and I here at the casting desk. Let's head over to the analysis booth.
Thanks, guys. Unbelievable series right there, London. I mean, we kind of have to talk about that. First upset, really, of UMG, of that scale. I mean, G4G coming out looking so good. 3-0ing Denial. I did not expect that. How about you?
I don't think anyone probably could have expected that. You know, especially in a 3-0 fashion. Like, maybe Game 5, if anyone would have predicted that. But 3-0, I can't imagine anyone had that in their bracket.
It all started with a crazy hard point. We'll go back to that. Story pretty much throughout the whole thing was Denial outslaying G4G, but just not getting on the hill. And you kind of look at that, the end scoreboard, you look at Denial in terms of replays especially, so many caps, but just needed a little bit more help. It's very strange to see a team get, you know, outslayed and still win.
Yeah, you're not normally going to see that. And I also saw that in the Game 3 uplink, which we'll get to. But, you know, almost every single player for G4G going negative, just getting the clutch kills that matter, and the chemistry must be on their side. I don't know what it is, but this could be the new young team that we see come up.
Dude, they were hype. They were so hype. I was sat just on the front row, and I could hear them screaming through the soundproof booth. They were getting extremely energetic. And, you know, they were playing out of their minds. I mean, the overall score, I think it finished 200. What was it? We wrote it
I believe it was 206 to 148 was the first score.
I mean, like, you look at that score, that's not really that close. Like, they managed to clutch up massively on that last hard point and basically had the win on second to last. They just played so well. But then we go over to Search and Destroy. And we're like, okay, you know, Temp, great S&D play. This is where Denial's going to tie things up. They go up 5-2, and we're like, okay, you know, they're in control. They're looking good. And then out of nowhere, the comeback.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was just someone got hyped in the booth, if there was a speech that was given. I don't know what happened.
Speech.
But yeah.
Aches jumped in the booth. He was like, speech.
Yeah, I don't know if Nate Shot just showed up in the booth and was like, hey, man, let's just get these guys going. But they clutched up and were able to win that one. I don't know. It was round 11.
It was crazy.
I don't know I don't know any of these players, but they're definitely making a name for themselves.
Oh, yeah, I agree. One thing that's going to be key, though, is can they continue that momentum in
Right.
the rest of their pool games? Of course, you can have 2-0 up against Nadal, sitting there thinking, okay, all right, this is looking good for them. Then, of course, you go over to the comeback uplink. And honestly, there was so many close moments in that game. There was one moment, especially right at the very end, G4G, we're going for a 2-point play. Actually, the ball carrier died, and it only went in for a 1. I was like, well, this could potentially cost them the game. Like
Right.
something like that could be the turnaround. But that drone control was just sublime.
I saw pass after pass. They're definitely communicating. Something with G4G is their communication must be on point. You saw passes left and right, just ultimately connecting very well. And like you mentioned, at the very end, finished that 11-9, or 11-9. And we were just waiting to see. I was like, when is the now going to clutch up? When is this going to happen?
Just didn't.
Never happened. I don't know.
I mean, what really is kind of the ceiling for this G4G team? Like, do you think we could potentially see them, finish top 2 in the pool?
I mean, if they play like that, they can possibly be one of the top teams and even make it to the winners bracket if they're, they keep up this strong run for sure.
Dude, I'm excited.
I am
I'm
too.
excited for G4G. Of course, that's going to conclude everything for now. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but stay tuned. More action live from UMG Dallas.